From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, March 8th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. The prospects of a housing development in the Terrace section of Hazleton are now up in the air. Hudson Assets Advisors LLP announced plans for 46 homes in a place called Alexandria Crossings near Wilson Street in January. But the firm did not apply for tax credits through the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency by Friday's deadline. A spokesman for the agency said Hudson decided not to move forward with the plans. It's unclear whether that means the idea is dead, will be funded without tax credits, or has been put off until the next application period opens. The project had raised some as it was meant to be marketed as to low moderate income people, yet be built in what is Hazleton's most affluent neighborhood. So far, the company has not responded to requests for comment. Meanwhile, another company hoping to convert the old Hotel Altamont into 62 apartments for senior citizens did file an application with the agency for tax credits of $1.2 million. Atticus Holdings LLC wants to develop 56 apartments with 1 bedroom and 6 studio apartments at the old hotel. A car accident just after 9 p.m. last night in Packer Township claimed the life of a Weatherly woman. 53-year-old Marie Beth Tamaris died after a 20-year-old Hamburg man lost control of his vehicle on Brinkman Drive, and the two collided. According to state police, the other car attempted to negotiate a curve in the roadway, lost control, and crossed the double yellow line into the path. The front of her car struck the rear of the other vehicle. Tamaris was pronounced dead at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Police indicated that the other driver was not injured. The accident is still being investigated. Wilkes-Barre police on scene of a savage beating at Wayne and Grant Streets in the Heights. Witnesses say a group of what appeared to be about 15 people, possibly juveniles, attacked, beat, pummeled, and kicked a man, then ran away, leaving him in a pool of blood. Reportedly, police have taken 2 suspects, 1 male and 1 female, into custody a few blocks away at Grant and Cole Streets in Wilkes-Barre. Well, here we go again. Victoria's Secrets in the Wyoming Valley Mall is reported the theft of 55 bras. The store manager says they were stolen sometime between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. on Thursday. The value is about $2,400. Police said that they could not provide a description of the suspect. This is the latest in a list of thefts from that store, although it's in the first one in several months. A settlement in a malpractice case. One of it was reached between the estate of the late Dr. Jennifer Sideri and Geisinger Medical Center in Danville a few days after testimony had begun. She died of a massive brain hemorrhage in 2013 at Geisinger. Her family had alleged malpractice and a systematic breakdown. The crux of the case was the Geisinger's medical staff was slow to recognize the severity of Sideri's condition and slow to respond when her condition worsened. Terms of the settlement were not disclosed. A fire in Minersville this morning. It broke out around 1 o'clock in the home on Pine Hill Street and went to 3 alarms. A woman who lives there was home and was taken to a hospital with moderate injuries from burns. A total of 6 people lived in that building. Neighboring homes sustained smoke and water damage. No cause of that fire in Minersville yet. There's a bill in Harrisburg to raise the cost of a hunting license. It would raise the cost of all classes of hunting licenses. For instance, the price of a standard license would go up from $19 to $29. It would also create new categories of licenses, including an ultimate outdoor combo costing $110. It would be the first hunting license fee increase in more than 17 years in Pennsylvania. The bill is co-sponsored by state reps from both sides of the aisle. It has the support of the Game Commission. Catholic Social Services is hosting a breakfast this Sunday in the community room at CSS in Hazleton. Funds from this breakfast will directly benefit programs and services offered by the agency. The breakfast will be held on March 13th from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. A full menu is offered, including scrambled eggs, sausage, ham, bacon, home fries, and a variety of drinks, including coffee. A small turkey tray auction will also be taking place during the breakfast. Tickets are $8 for adults and $4 for children under 10 years old. You can purchase the tickets by calling 570-455-1521 or by stopping by the day of the breakfast. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A sunny and warmer day today than we've seen in the past, and hopefully the days like today will only continue into our work week. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Yeah, and definitely a very nice day across all of our viewing area, and it's even going to be better as we head into tomorrow. Traveling this evening, things looking splendid across our area as the amount of daylight continues to increase, and it's even going to increase by another hour as we go into Saturday night and a Sunday, when you're going to have to make sure that you turn your clocks ahead 1 hour. Here's a look at a pretty good storm system from Missouri through Arkansas, points down toward the south. A lot of rain, even these red boxes indicating tornado watches, which continue to be in effect. But for the northeast, it's kind of quiet out there. Temperature-wise, past 24 hours, you can't get much better than this for this time of year. 60s and 70s. And even right now, those temperatures feeling pretty good out there. 68 in New Angola, 71 in Berwick, and 72 degrees in Bloomsburg. I'll talk about the complete 7-day forecast and what we can expect this upcoming weekend in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, 2 students from the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences have teamed up to help a family from Black Creek Township who lost everything in a fire last week. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
Boy, I hope I win tonight.
Why?
It's tax time, and I have to get my taxes done.
Well, why don't you try Honest Abe's tax service? The most you'll pay is $75 to $125. They say don't stress, pay less.
What's that name again?
Honest Abe's Business and Tax Service. 310 South Church Street, Hazleton, 570-861-8297.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hello, I'm Paul Esposito Jr. from Victoria's Candies. My family has been serving the Hazleton and surrounding area since 1934. Our secret family recipes and time-tested techniques of making fine candy have made Victoria's Candies your choice for nearly 4 generations. We specialize in Easter baskets and hollow-filled eggs, and we make our own chocolate molds, like the Easter Bunny, the Last Supper, the Cross, an iPod, a cell phone, or a guitar, just to name a few. Shop where the Easter Bunny shops, Victoria's Candies.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, a family right here in our area suffered a house fire and lost just about everything they had. So now 2 individuals standing on each side of me got together to help out that family and friends of theirs. And I'm going to start with Daisy. How did you guys get involved, and why was it important to get a drive going to help the family out?
Okay, so we got involved when the fire started last Monday. We realized, Tia is one of our great friends and we needed to do something to help her. We think this is a great idea to help the family, and also Hazleton doesn't have the best name, as we all know. So we think this is a good chance to restore some faith in Hazleton for their humanity. See how we're doing with that.
Okay, and this family, their home was lost in a fire back in Black Creek Township. And Andrew, I want to talk to you. There are many ways people can help out by donating items, money, and it all goes to the family. So talk about the family, why you decided to help them, and drop-off location.
Well, they were, like I said, the family, we graduated with the daughter last year, and families, I'm pretty close to them, they're good friends. So we decided to start this Facebook page that was just between school, so everyone in the school could bring in items, and then it went big. People started sharing it. I had a lady contacting me from Freeland, she had her house as a drop-off point. So the Facebook page is called Support STEM Family Member Tia Star. People can come drop off donations at the West Hazleton Fire Company. They're looking for clothing, pants, shirts, socks, shoes, home health products, anything like that. Monetary donations, cash or check. The name's on the website for who to write out checks to. They can be dropped off at the firehouse. So we're just trying to get everything we can to basically get the family back on their feet and replace the materialistic things they lost.
Okay. And again, all the information's on their Facebook page, which you just saw. It's up on your screen right now. And Andrew, anyone else's questions, they can also call your cell phone, correct?
Yes, correct. You can contact my cell phone at 570-497-3136. Any questions, I'll be happy to call or text you.
Okay, well, I want to thank you both very much for this, and such a great job of seeing the youth right here in our area giving back to make sure that this family has everything they need moving forward from this devastating fire. I'm Gary Perna. Stay with us here. We have more for you coming up in just a couple minutes.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Join us this week on Women Today. It's our Thanksgiving show, and it's all about gratitude. Yogi instructor Gina Whalen is going to tell us how you can practice gratitude on a daily basis. Our Simply Homebrew wine of the week is a crisp apple Riesling. Cooking with Kathy, she's going to show you how you can use all those Thanksgiving leftovers. We've got another great giveaway this week and a super young woman on the move. It's all coming up, Thanksgiving special, this week on Women Today. Join us.
Well, it definitely is a beautiful day across northeastern Pennsylvania. In fact, looking overhead, minimal clouds, just maybe a couple of thin, high cirrus clouds, a couple of contrails from some of the jets that have been going up there high above a couple thousand feet, if you will. But other than that, hey, it's pretty nice as the sun is starting to set, and it's going to pave the way for a very nice looking day as we head into tomorrow. And then got some showers to talk about in our forecast. So let's get right on in the graphic for today, and we continue to see this warming trend occurring across our area. And it was a very mild day today. And if you think today was mild, tomorrow is even going to be milder across our region. Now, nothing to show you. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. It's dry from Wilkes-Barre through Scranton, Berwick, Bloomsburg, and Danville. Things looking pretty good. Live Lehigh tire conditions outside our television station in Hazleton. 64 degrees. The wind's coming in at about 5 or so miles per hour. Not much of a factor. Temperature-wise, 69 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport. 64 degrees in Mount Pocono, 71 in Williamsport, 72 degrees in Selinsgrove, 68 degrees in State College. Wyoming Valley area, upper 60s, lower 70s. Satellite and radar, really nothing to show you across our area. Just a couple of those high, thin clouds, but again, it's pretty nice out there, and it'll continue to do so going into tomorrow. Notice these numbers tonight are only dropping down into the 40s, lower 50s. Tomorrow we're up into the 70s and only dropping down into the 50s for overnight lows heading into tomorrow night. So this spring-like warmth continues to invade our area as we go into tomorrow. Some showers out toward the west, and before all is said and done, we're going to be looking at some showers heading in our direction. But tell you what, we're looking at temperatures well above where we should be for this time of year, especially as we head into tomorrow. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect heading into tomorrow, it does look very nice, milder as compared to today, temperature-wise, about 67, 62 for Thursday, maybe a passing shower. Friday and Saturday looking great in the 50s. It will be cooler. and then some showers for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. Our daytime drawing of the Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the pick 211, the pick 3 246, and the pick 4 4700. Pick 5 numbers looking like this: 14731, and the treasure hunt numbers 17, 23, 27, and 29. Stick around. We'll have a lot more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
We're expanding. WYLN News has a immediate opening for a news reporter and anchor, a multimedia journalist. This is an evening position, a college degree or comparable work experience required. Please send resumes and demo reels to Ann Gamley, News Director, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, 18201, or by email news@wylntv.com.
Get your green on and join us for the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, Sunday, March 13th, live on WYLN TV 35. Thousands of spectators, vintage vehicles, local talent, floats, marching bands, and more. The Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, March 13th, live on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
The Holy Annunciation Monastery in Sugarloaf Township has been providing our area with some of the greatest homemade food around. Today, WYLN stopped by to see what the sisters were serving up for the upcoming Easter holiday. Here's Gary Perna with more.
For some, it has been a long-standing tradition to buy baked goods from the sisters at Holy Annunciation Monastery in Sugarloaf Township to garnish their tables with some of the best Pascha bread, rolls, jams, and jellies around. Mother Maria is a superior at the monastery and spoke with WYLN today about all the hard work that goes into getting the food out the door to keep their doors open.
The bakery was our first enterprise, and that has proved very successful. And the sisters were young, and now some are older, but they've got their recipes very straight, and they know what they're doing. Then a younger group came in, and I did not want them to be simply the dishwashers, so we went into horses, the raising, breeding, selling, showing of miniature horses. And then this has become really a farm. So we have a drum mower, a baler, manure spreader, we have pastures, and that's the second enterprise. Then every sister is encouraged to use her spare time, to use whatever she likes to do in order to help support ourselves.
As Mother Maria said, they do all the work to pay for their bills. They have been doing this since they settled in Sugarloaf Township back in 1977.
Everyone who comes here comes to seek God. We were made by God, we are going to God, and some people are called to seek Him very intensely during their earthly pilgrimage. So the sisters have come from Slovakia, two of them, Canada, 2 of them, from India, 3 of them, from Ukraine, 1 of them, and the rest of us are from United States and of the Eastern Rite.
The sisters bake all year round to offer some of the yummiest treats that you will find right here in our area.
We bake all year round, but Easter is a very special time for all Christians, and the Jewish people have their Hanukkah around Christmas time. But this is a time when especially the Slavic nations have great traditions. They have their Pascha or Easter bread. They have their traditional rolls, the kolache, the nut roll, poppy seed roll, apricot roll, prune roll. All these are very traditional national customs. And so we bake that. This is when we bake to enable our people to have the food that they are used to from the time their grandparents came over from Europe.
They have a large networking means, word of mouth, and flyers that go out to churches from Scranton down to Allentown.
Send out flyers. So we have various parishes, especially in the Scranton area, then the parishes down in the Allentown, Nesquehoning area. We really have our sales representatives, and they do a great job. The pastors are also very, very supportive. So now I think we have sort of it's all quite arranged. Comes the beginning of Lent, or come the beginning of October, we get out our files, we start notifying people, we start printing things that have to be printed. We make sure that the flyers are to various parishes, and the parish secretaries are very good. So it does take a little bit of planning and field work to get the whole thing going.
Now the sisters at Holy Annunciation Monastery are still taking orders right now for Easter food, but time is running out to order. So if you would like to try it, give them a call at 570-788-1205. And do they have any secret ingredients to make this food taste so good?
Years ago, when we had Pani Dolonai's recipe, she gave us, there were two spices, very small, minimal amount, and that is a very special ingredient. In all these, some 30, 40 years now, I only came across one person who was also a very excellent baker in Ohio who detected. So there are some little things we do keep to ourselves.
Mother Maria said at this point they have sold over 1,700 rolls, over 1,400 Pascha breads, and over 400 cases, yes, cases, of jams and jellies. In Sugarloaf Township, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. Well, March is Red Cross Month, and just like in Hazleton, the city of Wilkes-Barre is also recognizing it. Yesterday, Mayor Tony George gave a proclamation to the organization.
It collects 40% of the nation's blood supply, provides 24-hour support to military members, veterans, and their families, teaches millions life-saving skills such as lifeguarding and CPR, and through its Restoring Family Links program, connects family members separated by crisis, conflict, or mitigation.
The Red Cross helps out people nationwide and right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. It provides human services to the residents by conducting blood drives and holding CPR and first aid training. We spoke with Executive Director of the American Red Cross of northeastern Pennsylvania, Bill Goldsworthy.
Red Cross Month is very important. It's a way for us to honor our volunteers and our donors. It's an honor, first of all, to work with the city of Wilkes-Barre in this case, and last week in Hazleton and Scranton. We work with all of our big city and all the officials in them. We do, as you know, the smoke alarm campaign and a lot of other projects. We work hand in hand for the benefits of our citizens and residents of our communities. And this is just, again, a great way to honor those volunteers, over 400 that we have in Northeast Pennsylvania that come out and show support for our residents when they're in distress.
To help out the local American Red Cross, you can contact the Wilkes-Barre office by calling 570-823-7161, or you can visit redcross.org for more information. Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet Pete, a wonderful young man who had an unfortunate car accident, who sought chiropractic care and a team of doctors to help him along this road of recovery. It's coming up this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
It has been nearly 40 years since Shenandoah Valley boys basketball reached the second round of the state basketball playoffs. But that's where the Blue Devils find themselves tonight. It took a 70-59 first-round win over previously unbeaten St. John Newman, but sometimes just one win is all it takes to build a ton of momentum, as Coach Robbie Miller told us last week.
unfortunately we lost the district championship game. But the fact of the matter is it's like the Sweet 16. You win 5 games and you win a state championship. So, we have 16 teams on this side, 16 on the other. If we can go on a little run here and get this first one, if we can beat an undefeated, one of the best teams in the state, anything could happen. You never know what could happen, but it's important that you, like you said, realize how precious this is. You may never get back here again. You have to treat it as such.
Shenandoah did get that first one and now hope that run continues against Delco Christian, the second-place finisher from District 1, who beat Greenwood by 13 on Friday. The Blue Devils with that precious opportunity tonight at 6 o'clock at Central Dauphin East High School in Harrisburg. Now, the other game involving a Schuylkill League boys team tonight features Pottsville aiming to advance to the AAA quarterfinals. They're taking on Lower Moreland. That one's slated for a 7:30 start at the Geigel Complex in Reading. And the game before, a treat for Pottsville fans as they get to see the Lady Tie match up versus Central Dauphin at 6 o'clock. And elsewhere in local girls hoops, number 1 in Pennsylvania versus number 2 in Pennsylvania. The top 2 AA teams in the state square off as Minersville and Newman Goretti battle at Freedom High School. And the number 3 team in the state, Holy Redeemer, gets York Catholic from Hamburg High School. We'll have second round highlights tonight on Late Edition Sports. Now, a Tuesday tradition, Plays of the Week, this, the State Basketball Playoffs edition. From Friday's first round, Hazelton's Maddie Morocco putting the defender on skates and then dropping the dime for Ashley Martinchak, but the Lady Cougars season comes to an end. Holy Redeemer still going, and there it's Talia Kazarowski going all the way to the hoop, sidestepping 3 defenders for the score. And we finish with Berwick's Tyler Evans finishing off the Jude Goddard delivery. Blue Dog season also ends, but still a memorable one. And those are your Plays of the Week. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Funfest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Climb, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
All right, it is dry across our area right now, nothing to show you, and it's going to be dry over the next couple of days. These temperatures are very nice for this time of year, well above where we should be for this time of year. And tell you what, it's even going to get better as we head into tomorrow. Those temperatures, you can tack on a couple of more degrees. It's going to continue to remain dry for tomorrow. Enjoy it because it is going to be splendid outside. Extended forecast looking like this. Nice for tomorrow, mild, 67. There's going to be areas in the 70s. Definitely not out of question. Then in the 60s. A shower can't be ruled out for Thursday. And then it brings in some cooler weather for our Friday and our Saturday. We'll be in the 50s. Looks good for the St. Patrick's Day parade. Now the rain has been taken out of it. And Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, maybe a few more showers around. Not a complete washout.
Well, as long as it's not a complete washout.
No.
Because you did say maybe we might need some umbrellas for that Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day parade, but we're hoping.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
I'll even make it move to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday instead of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Move it an extra day?
Yeah, well, it's good because we moved it up one day from yesterday, so maybe we can our day
Well,
tomorrow.
maybe then we'll just hope for tomorrow
Yeah, there you
that
go.
that's what it looks like. If not, you could just tell me it's going to be nice.
I'll give you take the umbrella. No big deal.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thanks, Joe, and we'll just hope that that weather goes away because the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, we're proud to bring you live from Public Square on Sunday. Have a good night.